nail art lovers. Today we are doing a 3 spread of Stitch and Angel nail art. I just went into this kind of layout app and I split an image into 3 to kind of give me a good layout of how it'll look on 3 nails. I'm starting off with this shading gel from Nails by Dev to do kind of an outline, because eyeballing it doesn't always work, and especially if we're gonna do it in 3 different nails, we want to make sure we have a good outline to work off of. I am also doing the color blocking technique, so I'm just working with one color. I will cure it and work with another color and then cure it again, just so that you don't have too much blending. Especially for cartoons, you don't need to have too much blending going on. So we're just doing that, and like, let's say I'm working with this darker blue, I will also do little touch-ups, and maybe I'll also work with the pink as well before curing. It just depends on how the flow is going. One thing I was thinking though while doing these nails is that, like, oh, it's so cute how they're in love, but are they technically not siblings? Or is this just family kind of love? Like, I'm not too sure, but it's cute. Stitch is cute, and of course Angel is adorable, so I'm going with it. And also that new movie is coming out, which I'm super excited to see, so I thought this would kind of suit with that. One thing that I have learned off of doing this more of this color blocking technique is that when you apply your color, make sure that it is nice and smooth and dense, unless you're planning on doing another full coat, just because you will notice some of the color differentiation if you add an extra layer of color on top of an area and not on another. But this was pretty late at night. I was 8 coffees deep that day, so it was just a crazy fun time. But yeah, so that's another thing you should look out for when you're doing this kind of thing. And always look off of your reference photo for your outlining and all that kind of good stuff, because as you can tell, some of the areas we are not outlining and others we are, to emphasize and to like bring a little bit of smoothness to everything. So I always work with a reference photo, just because what you may think you remember in your mind will be completely different from what is the reality of the image. I would have also made the background first, just because it's way easier to place everything on top of a background than to meticulously fill a background in later. But I had no idea where I was gonna go with this set. I just saw this cute image and thought we'd kind of go with it. So the bulk of the first nail is done. This took around 45 minutes to completion. Now we're kind of using the other press-on and putting them close together so I can kind of line it up nicely. I'm using the nail as a reference, but also my split image as a reference of how I need to be displaying everything and where everything will lie. But it is a very good idea to also hold them close together so you make sure that they're kind of lining up. This is the first time I've ever done a 3 kind of picture nail idea, but I think I have a good idea of what I am doing here and trying to make sure that it's cohesive. It actually isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, because like this nail plus the other nail were around 15 minutes each before me trying to fill in the background. So it goes quite smoothly when you kind of draw out your sketch and just like make sure everything's good. But you also have to be aware to tell your client that like doing this 3 set will take probably around 4 hours, including doing just, if you want to do little simple decals on the other 2 nails per hand. So it does take time, but it's definitely worth it, and it's beautiful. Also, who is your favorite creation out of all the experiments? Comment it down below. So I feel like the line work in cartoons is definitely one of the most important parts. You want to make sure that you're keeping it kind of cohesive for thickness, and then also for the finer details, making sure to not be as heavy with the brush. And also a good reminder to drag your brush away from the pile of polish so that you'll have less polish on the end of your brush so you can do better, finer details. Now we are working on the other half of Angel. I just finished doing a little review for wedding planning and also planning some more revisions to some of my business cards and all that kind of good stuff. The coffee is definitely hitting, and I'm feeling like it's not turning out as cute as the other hands. It still looks nice, but I probably should have just wait till the next day to finish this, but she's still gonna look cute. She's still gonna look cute. So for the background, I decided to use this blue Cosmic Cat Eye polish from Nails by Dev. I've been really into this cat eye polish just because it also has the high glitter in it, so it really adds that extra razzle dazzle. I then applied some cute hibiscus flowers in the background to add a little extra something something. So there we have it, guys. Like if you had a good time and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a great day. Bye.